Bro, man. Sad news today, man. Sad news, man. Sad news, man. Jeff Thomas, man, didn't practice today after previously missing 2 practices. And it was confirmed on Twitter that he was not at practice today, Wednesday. And he has reportedly went back home. Um, it's not good, man. This isn't the only thing. It's also a close source reportedly. I saw this on Twitter. A close source has reportedly said that Jeff Thomas is considering transferring to Illinois. Now this isn't the only person who's considering transferring. There's also some rumors about Mark Pope and Mike Carley transferring. I'm just going to deny the Mark Harley rumors about Mark Harley transferring because I don't think Mark Harley is going to transfer at all, especially considering what's going on with Jeff Thomas right now. He will most likely stay, so I'm just going to deny those rumors. I'm not going to give the Mike Harley rumors any thought or consideration. Um, Mark Pope, he reported a few days ago, he went on Twitter and like he just started going crazy. He was talking about the playing time and stuff like that, but he deleted the tweets or whatnot. So I won't be surprised to see him transfer out. And but Jeff Thomas, man, listen, man, for all you Miami Hurricanes out there for thinking that us losing Jeff Thomas, just shrugging your shoulders, just acting like it's not important. I think you have to be a special kind of stupid to. I don't know what's wrong with our fan base. Like we have smart fans, and then we have a lot of dumb ones. Like losing Jeff Thomas is a huge blow. Did you guys not see how he changed the game against Virginia Tech? He has been our best wide receiver this year. Well, not the most consistent, but he's been our best playmaking wide receiver. We already lost AR. We all we can't afford to lose Jeff Thomas, man. This is a huge playmaker. And then we can't afford to lose any other wide receivers on our team anyway, because we only have one wide receiver for this class of 2019. The only wide receiver we have that's committed to us right now is Jeremiah Payton, the wide receiver from Fletcher. He's a 4-star. Guys, if Jeff Thomas transfers out, man, and we lose any other transfers, man, Mark Ricks got to go. Mark Ricks got to go. Um, I do not want to see my favorite wide receiver, well, my favorite Miami Hurricane player of all time, transferring out to Illinois. It's depressing. It's depressing. And then you got Alabama fans going crazy talking about some. I wouldn't mind having some Miami players playing for Alabama. Do you know how insulting that is? Our Alabama fan has said Miami Hurricanes coaches suck, but we'll take the players. We'll take their players. Dude, if we lose Jeff Thomas, that is going to be a major blow to our offense. Jeff Thomas is our best wide receiver that we have. He's lead the team in receiving yards, and receptions, I believe. Not really sure on the receptions part, but I definitely know for a fact that he leads the team in receiving yards. But guys, we cannot lose Jeff Thomas. Any Miami fan with common sense knows that us losing Jeff Thomas will be a big blow to our offense in the future of our program. Because now I can understand why some Miami fans could see why it won't be a big blow. Because they could be like, oh, we got Mark Carley. And I'm very confident in Mark Carley. But I would like to have, you can never have enough good football players on your team. Jeff Thomas is our best offensive player. Talent wise, he's our best offensive player. This year, I think our best offensive player has been DJ Dallas, in my opinion. Despite the performance that he had against Duke, it's just my opinion. I just feel that DJ Dallas has been the MVP of our offense this year. you're free to disagree with me, but I think DJ Dallas has been our best player on offense. But we cannot lose Jeff Thomas, man. He reportedly has been clashing with coaches. He clashed with the wide receiver coach a few days ago. He walked out mad, and they haven't seen him since. Now on 89 Blocks, if you guys don't know, it's a documentary. It was nominated for Sports Documentary of the Year, and in that documentary, Jeff Thomas missed a string of practices. He was nowhere to be found. No teammates could get in touch with him. And then when he did come back, he had to regain trust of his teammates. The teammates voted to keep him on the team. So a lot of people aren't surprised, but we cannot lose Jeff Thomas. That's a big blow to our offense. Um, we really can't afford to lose any wide receivers because we only have one wide receiver for this year's recruiting class. And like I said earlier, that's Jeremiah Payton. And for Miami fans, I don't we have some smart fans. We have a very passionate fan base, but we have a whole bunch of people who I'm trying to figure out, have they seen the Miami Hurricanes game? You can't call yourself a Miami Hurricane fan and say that losing Jeff Thomas isn't a big blow to the program and just let him leave. Then you have to be a special kind of stupid to think that us losing Jeff Thomas, he'll be easily replaceable. Not knowing football, you got to have the next man up philosophy. But you just Jeff Thomas, him transferring out and us losing him will be a huge blow to our program. Huge blow. Huge blow. I don't know who else would think that him not leaving would not impact us, but I've seen a lot of Miami Hurricane fans talking about some, oh, he can go. We don't need him anyway. Dude, he single-handedly changed the game against Virginia Tech. What you talking about? Do you I mean I wasn't finna go back and forth because like it's one thing I learned. You can argue back and forth with facts, but you can't argue with with stupidity. And I think that's just stupid for people to think that us losing Jeff Thomas will not be a big blow. That's going to be a huge blow. You got Florida fans talking about some Jeff Thomas was the only person I was afraid of scoring on us. Yes, man. Yes, man. We cannot lose Jeff Thomas, man. Jeff Thomas is the heart and soul of this offense, really. I mean, it's a lot. Miami fans love Jeff Thomas. Love Jeff Thomas. Love Nkosi. But our offense will not be the same without Jeff Thomas. Now, if he does transfer out, you got to have the next man up philosophy. Mark Harley should be able. I mean, he won't. Mark Harley is not a bad replacement for Jeff Thomas, but there's no replacing that speed. But Mike Harley is capable of stepping in and having some production, even if he's not as productive as Jeff Thomas was. He should have some production because he Mark Harley has very good hands. I think he has the best hands on the team. I don't think nobody couldn't debate that. He's just small. He's really small. I think he's only like 5'6", 5'7", but he has very good hands. And I would actually like to see Mike Harley get a lot more chances than what he's been getting all year to have a chance to show us what he can do. Because Mike Harley has some talent. He's more than capable of filling in for Jeff Thomas. We might not get the production that we got from Jeff Thomas out of Mark Harley, but I think he's more than capable of being able to fill them shoes. He might not have the exact same production. He's not the home run hitter that Jeff Thomas is, but him and N'Kosi Perry, probably out of all the wide receivers, N'Kosi Perry has the best chemistry with Mike Harley. That's his boy. I remember a few weeks ago he had told Mike Harley on the sidelines that he got him. He was going to give him the ball no matter what. I forgot what game it was, but he threw like a 40-yard pass to Jeff Thomas and to Mike Harley, and I mean, it almost went for a touchdown. So I don't know what's going on down in Miami. It's a complete disaster. And this goes back to what I said earlier. Um Earlier this year. I said that I said that Mark Riggins isn't the right Miami. and I still stand on that because he doesn't have the character, or he doesn't have the personality to deal with the locker room or the players. And every Miami coach, every successful Miami coach, if you go back in our history, every Miami head coach had a very personality, had a certain kind of personality that he was able to get these players in line on the field. These players, they were wild, they were wild, they were a crazy bunch, but we had special coaches that were able to galvanize these troops and not have all the drama that we're having right now. We're imploding. I mean, if Jeff Thomas transfers, that's going to be a huge blow. And if the about Mike Harley and Pope transferring are true, that's going to be another blow to the wide receiving core, because that's going to be three less wide receivers that we have, and we only have one wide receiver that's committed to us as of right now, and that's Jeremiah Payton. I don't think he's going to decommit anytime soon. He's been committed for almost about a year now, so I don't think he's going to decommit. I think he's hard sold on with Miami. I asked one of his friends. I have a close friend of his that goes to my school that I had class with. Was he going to decommit? And his friend said not that he knows of. So Jeremiah Payton is pretty much hard and sold on Miami. So we don't really have to worry about him decommitting. I don't know about Hazelwood. Hazelwood decommitted from Georgia a few months ago. He's considering Miami, but I don't think he's going to come to Miami. I don't think he was going to even come to Miami anyway, despite all the drama that we have had and the coaching problems. I don't think he was come to Miami anyway. I think he's going to end up going to Florida or FSU, one of those. But yeah, this is very a very sad time for us. Jeff Thomas is my favorite player, my favorite Miami Hurricane player ever. I don't care what people say about his production or whatever. He's my favorite Miami Hurricane player of all time. And if he transfers, it it will be very sad. So that's it for this live stream. I'm going to be doing a Miami Hurricane weekly video either today or tomorrow when I get some more information about what's going on with Jeff Thomas, and when I'm able to get some official information on his status with the team and some other news. And also Kelly Bryant, his visit with Miami. That's very good news, because if he was to come to Miami and commit to Miami, we would risk losing N'Kosi or Jared Williams, or risk losing both of those guys. So I'm glad he canceled his visit. I'm glad that I hope that he doesn't come to Miami, because we definitely do not need Kelly Bryant, because he's no better than any other quarterbacks that we have at all. And if you ask me, N'Kosi and Jared Williams are way better than him. I mean, this guy has 16 touchdowns in 2 seasons. N'Kosi has that and only starting in 5 games. So yeah, don't get me started. Don't get me started on don't. I'm not gonna get started. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.